do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Yes. And this is how we do it. And this is how we do it. Yes. On the Donna Smith Show. Yes. On the Donna Smith Show. Yes.
Oh Lord.
What's going on? Tell me what's going
Now
on,
we got
Tim.
this. You got the soundboard going, and
Hey, I had to perk it up for a minute. How you doing this evening?
beautiful, beautiful.
Welcome, welcome. Looks like it's me and you right now. Just
That's all
me and
right.
you. Yeah, I don't know where everybody else at, but I guess they somewhere around here.
Baby,
Maybe they'll clock in, maybe they won't.
just
But the show must go on. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Donna Smith Grownfolk Table Talk. We are here this evening on a Sunday. Sorry, we're a few minutes behind ourselves. Trying to give our panel a little time to get in here, but I guess that they must be doing something else. I don't know. I
what's
can't
the
say
day?
they watching the game because we already got whooped earlier, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's all right. I still love my Niners. We got blew out today, though. But anyway, welcome to the show. I want you to know that anything we talk about here on the show today or any day is not meant to offend anyone. We're just here doing some grown folk dialogue, table talk, grown folk mature talk, and we welcome your presence here today. We thank you for being a part of what we do. Now, before we get started, I always ask that we do a toast to the hostess with the mostest. Tim, what you got in there? Red
Oh
cup?
yeah,
You got the red cup, y'all. No, that's a pink cup. You got the
that's a
pink
red
cup.
cup. That's
Is that
red.
red?
Oh Lord,
That look pink. Okay, anyway.
you
Something
see
wrong
the
with the
heart?
light.
Look at
Oh, red. That look pink too.
that's a
Happy
red
that.
heart.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. I welcome you, welcome you, welcome you here this evening. And I just want to say it's been a challenge getting um, rest and everything like that. I was just talking to Tim about the little bags I have under my eyes, and that's only because a sister just. When I tell y'all, I have had some sleepless nights, and then want to turn around during the day and catch up with it. It just ain't working out. It's not working out. So I have to come out with a plan of some kind of way to soothe me in the evening to get me to sleep. Last night was another night where I think I was up until 4.
Wow.
I doze off and then I wake back up, but I was up to about 4, went on to sleep to about 8, and that's not enough. That's just not enough. So, and I tried to relax today and in between the medication and all that stuff and trying to feel better with the diaphragm and all that. It makes you sleepy, you in and out. But I'm gonna get it back right. It's gonna, just take you one day at a time, and it's gonna get all back right. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the show. And John, you have anything to share? Anything interesting? Oh, Ben said he may be able to tip on in at some point. He's in some class or something till about 8ish, 8:30ish, but he may be able to tip on in. So we welcome him if he can make it. But anything to share, John? Anything interesting? Anything challenging? Anything dynamic about your week?
Oh, by my week?
Yeah.
No. My week is just trying to deal with this retraining and
Yeah.
getting that together.
So can you
That's the
say
struggle.
you've been learning a lot doing the training?
Learn? No, it's not. It's a
It's a
reach.
refresher, like a refresher.
No, no. It's it's to try to get me. It's to help me get back into form after. You can say refresher. So, but
Okay.
it's to help get me back in form after not um, after not working for so long, when I got hurt from work.
Oh yeah. Hey JJ.
Hey, Miss Donna.
How
What's
you
up,
doing?
JJ?
Get that toast. Cling, cling, cling. There you go. You're a day late, dollar short, but you here.
That's all right.
Um. So yeah. But refresher. I mean, refresher. If that's what you want to call it, John. But that's good. That's
It was retraining, and
retraining.
but the thing is, because my typing, I guess if you want to say dexterity of my fingers or trying to, is not the same. Like I'm struggling with my typing now. And my last test, I think I might have did, it was bad. I might have did like 35 words a minute.
Yeah, that's
30,
that's a
30,
little bad. That
30.
ain't that's
That's a
that's
lot bad.
yeah, that's a struggle. That's when
But
the
you know
struggle
what?
is
See,
real.
I could have cheated, JJ, and just worked with these four and
Yeah.
been to town.
Right.
Nah, but
As long as you get the job done, that's my point of view of it. As long as you
well,
can
in the
get.
training, they're watching my fingers. They're watching
Yeah.
everything to make sure I'm getting back to where I
Yeah.
was. Because,
Yeah.
it's a trip, you kind of, it's like I know where the letters are. So when I'm looking and typing, my fingers just won't go to
Yeah.
where I know they need to go. So that's what I'm working on. So I'm doing like a lot of repetition. So they might just holler out some words, letters, I mean. So it's like J J K W W W E S D N N
Got
N
you.
M O O. So I'm trying to get my fingers to do that, you know,
Oh
because
wow.
it was bad to where I was actually spelling out as I typed.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
if I type,
I'm glad. I hope that you get some progress and can get back to where you were with
well,
your typing and your Microsoft and Excel and all that stuff.
but see, the Excel and all that, I'm good. I'm good with that. You know, and I mean, a couple of things I have to go. But it's just getting my fingers on the typing. You guys saying it's really so. It's like I'm not thinking about getting back to where I was because with my memory from the
Mm-hmm.
COVID and everything, and just things like that. I'm trying to say, well, okay, because really my lifestyle changed after that in a way. So it's really how do I operate in this new lifestyle? How do I, because I know I'm not going to get back to where I was. At least I have to be open to that. It may not be a possibility. There's always, um, optimism, but the whole
Yeah.
thing is in case I still have to prepare myself for being able to operate and cope at the stage I'm at right now.
Yeah. You gonna be all right, my brother. Just watch and see. Just look at the fish JJ got in the background. Is that real fish or is that your screensaver?
That's my TV, y'all.
It's a TV. You keep
It's a
saying it's a
screensaver.
screen.
And believe it or not, this screensaver is over 20 years old.
The fish tank.
They make it look like it's a real
That was Windows main screensaver.
Yeah, it was Windows XP.
Wow,
Hmm
that is
That's what I'm
oh
using
that
right
is
now. Windows XP is on here.
wow, that is beautiful. That's different. I really thought it was some fish swimming around there. Gosh, JJ, how was your week?
I went shopping today, so I feel pretty good. I went to Goodwill. I ain't got no shame. I was
Okay.
like,
I
I,
used to
I
love walking around Goodwill. I found some pretty nice trinkets in Goodwill before that
yeah,
that still had tags on them. Folks
that's nice.
donate for whatever reason. So yeah, you never know what you may run into up in there. You found some good stuff?
I found some good stuff and everything that I needed. I didn't find. I didn't find too much of stuff that I wanted, but I found stuff I needed that I was like, oh, I need a can opener, not the twisty one, the automatic one. I'm sick of the.
And you brought it home and it worked.
It works good.
See?
So.
Wow, good for you.
Thank you.
That's what I call being thrifty, spending your money in the right kind of way.
And I still got money left over. I'm like, that's what's up.
Hello. That's what I say when I go to the dollar store sometime. I'll be like, I spent $35. I got 5 bags and I got some change.
Right.
I'm like, I'm loving this. Sometimes certain things you can get in them dollar stores be just as good as what you get in the regular stores. And you paying $1. Well, $1. Some of the stores is $1.25 now, though.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree moved up to $1.25, but it's still worth it. It's still worth it.
Well, great. I'm glad you guys had a great week. My week was productive. They're stretching kind of long here, but I am getting my rest. I'm trying to get my rest. I was telling everybody earlier, I got the little puffiness around the eyes. That's only because my sleep has been a little off kilter. I've been up until like 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
That's
I think last night I was on Facebook doing some stuff I didn't have no business doing at 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, girl, go to bed.
Yeah, that's me with TikTok.
This inquiring minds want to know question somebody shared with me. I was gonna share it on the show, but it was a book of a question, and I was typing it, and because I be trying to correct stuff along the way because they don't always send it to me in the proper, I just end up telling everybody, I'm sorry if it's typos, if it don't make sense, I'm sorry. Y'all try to figure it out, and I'll fix this one tomorrow. Because I was really sleepy, but it was a long. She said, just try to trim it down. But how can you trim it down? It was so much. And I even took stuff out, and I still had a book of a thing. I say, good God bless her. God bless her, boy. I tell you.
Yeah.
But okay, so moving right along, you guys. I want to just talk briefly about we in the news we have the big thing going on with 50 Cent's son, Marquise Jackson, and I'm just appalled with what's going on with that house. $6,700. He had offered his dad the $6,700 he pays a month in child support. He had offered him that for one day, 24 hours of time to spend with him to pay his dad that. So to get that money back so you can spend this quality time with me for the day. One thing just led to another, but
oh my God.
At the end of the day, the $6,700 is not enough. He's saying for his status of living in New York.
His New York lifestyle.
Yes. And he feels that it should be more. And I thought I had read somewhere in there that his mom was passed, but no, his mom is still alive. And where she is, I don't know. They're not saying much about, she's kind of quiet at this time. But so the son is really speaking up about.
I got lots to say on this.
Yeah, but remember, talk about how they got to that number amount.
Well, I remember reading something about it was more than that. He was paying what, $500,000 or something like that.
Well, it was a list under that, but he went to give her more. He offered
she refused
$500,000.
Yes.
She
refused the more. And by her returning down the more, the judge ended up coming up with this amount, 67, which was a lot less than what he had originally offered. And so now the son is speaking on terms of that's not enough for his status of living. He's 25 years old, but he's used to a certain lifestyle. And folks is arguing the fact, what? You can't live off $600-700, and that ain't include what mama probably giving you too. And so he's saying because of the status of living that his dad has all these bags and doing all these things, that he should be, his firstborn, he should be taken care of. He shouldn't have to be struggling.
Stop.
You shouldn't have to be struggling in any way. What do you guys think about that? And for you who are watching, please leave your comments. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just trying to understand what we think.
Yeah. I don't want no
think.
smoke either. I'm cool on it. I don't want no smoke either. But I'm gonna talk about smack though, because first of all, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So that's not to say that I wasn't taken care of or anything. I was well taken care of most of my life. So I'm grateful for my childhood that I had. And I don't want to dive deep into it, but I've had a difficult relationship with my father in regards to child support and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, I don't know. I'm not going to say I never got it or never benefited from it, but I just feel like, after a certain age, child support shouldn't even be an issue. And 25 is like, okay, you done with college, but you should be done with college by now. You should be on your way to getting your career, going to get your life. So, for a lot of people who have had an upbringing where they were, they had that support, now it's time to, it's really time to spread your wings now. It's time to go do your thing and, go get a job. And so that's what I had to do. And I wasn't bitter about it. I became a workaholic, and I spent a lot of time focused on work. And the lesson in that is I needed to find balance. Unfortunately for this guy, though, he hasn't grasped that concept. He's used to a certain lifestyle, maybe. I don't know. But $6,700 a month, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. Let's keep it 100. Like, I would love.
I think he's saying that it really should be like double that or something.
We get that New York is expensive. The rents are crazy. Let's keep it 100 with that. The rents are crazy. So, he probably is living kind of tight, but that should teach him, hey, I need to go out here and hustle. I need to do something. He's made.
Because I think he's kind of into the music. He put out a song or something that was kind of hitting home a few years ago.
Go plug your music. Your dad is 50 Cent. You can make music off.
I'm thinking they should do a compilation. I'm like, y'all need to get together and roll with it. You know what I'm saying?
Do a diss track to your dad. That's gonna get you some views, something. But like you are in the perfect position. Your dad is 50 Cent. You're in the perfect position to get yourself to a higher level and to a higher vibration instead of doing this petty stuff right here. Talking about, I'll give you my whole month's salary to spend time with you. Obviously, your
24
dad.
hours.
No, that's not his salary. That's the money that his daddy was gonna give him.
What happened?
48 hours or something like that.
I'm looking at it like this. If your dad don't care about none of that, just let it go. I know you hurt, but just let it go, man. Like, use this as a springboard to build your career. Cause I ain't gonna say I wish he was my dad. I ain't gonna say that. But if 50 Cent was my dad, that's exactly what I would do. I would use this as a springboard to get myself to the next level.
With the publicity and with the the spoken talent that you seem to have also, coming from your dad, probably you got this talent about you. Pursue, jump high with that. Like you say, come out with a blooming track that's probably gonna blow up, about some things. I mean, it's because you figure at this point, like you said, JJ, you should be finished with college or have you a decent job. So that on top of what you doing, and on top of if you still staying at home with mama, I don't know. But on top of that, you raking in $10,000 a month all together, probably easy.
If you don't have to do nothing, you can stack them checks, because we don't know how long he's going to continue to get them checks every month. So I would stack that bread up and keep
Yeah, it
stacking it
didn't
up.
really say. I mean, is that back child support?
No,
Or that's an amount that he said he would pay his. What is
no.
that? What is that, y'all?
So
What is
what
free?
it I'm sorry, it was the the $500,000 that she was already getting, and she decided she wanted more.
Okay, and went to court.
And no,
No, he
he
went to court.
he
He
said,
still
you know
went to court.
what, I'm gonna go to court then,
Yeah, he went to court.
because she wasn't satisfied with that. And that's what he's trying to say. See, because really, this is not the son's battle. It's the mother's. The
Right.
mother is the one who is the reason for the results that they got now.
But the son is speaking up in an adult voice, probably being coaxed. I'm not
But it don't
sure.
matter. If he a
But he's
grown
the one
man,
speaking up. Mama's not speaking up about this. He's speaking up
it's
about
not
it.
his business. What you speaking up for mama business for? No,
Well,
so if you want to speak up,
why
go
you
talk
say
to
the
your
business of
mama.
his when
Go
the
talk
money
to your
is to take
mama.
care of him?
Go talk
Why
to your
is
mama and say why you weren't satisfied with $500,000 each time. Huh. That's what you go do. And in that $500,000, did you put something up for me? Did you put me a college fund? Did you put me a trust, something or what? No. So that's the conversation. If he has any conversation referring to what he feel he has coming, that's from his mama. Because his daddy's paying his mama. That's his mama's issue. He need to go have that conversation with his mama. He need to be a grown man and go and take. I mean, he's been out trying to do little things or whatever, but go and take care of yourself. Don't say, oh, well, because my daddy doing this or whatever, or because I'm living in New York. Move. Like I told you, there's a lot of places right down the
that would be
way.
less? But he's used to a certain
He can go
status.
right
He's
there to
used to this
Oakland
big
and
old
find him some
fabulous
cheap rent.
house. He's used to a certain status.
He can move
Then
out
go
here to
talk to his
Colorado and
mama
live
about the
good. He can live
status.
fat with
Because
that.
remember, he wasn't in the daddy house, he was in the mama house. So go talk to the mama.
Well, they were in a house that caught a fire or something some years ago.
Who?
Him and his mama the house
Was
was
50
torched.
Cent there? Was 50
No,
Cent there?
no, he
Okay.
wasn't there.
Okay. Go talk to your mama about you living in the projects now. I
I don't
mean,
know where they live now,
that's
but
how
I
you
know the
making
house
it
they were
sound. You
in.
making it sound like
It
you
was
can't
around the
take.
time after, I think they said something about 50 Cent it was a time when he had been shot so many times, 7 times or so many times,
And she
something
wanted
happened
more,
where,
and she wanted more money. So I just get shot, and then you coming to me about some more bread. Oh yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that
Call
mama
call
evil. I'm sorry, the
call
mama
them people.
evil.
That's greedy. That's greedy.
Evil.
That's a
It's
user and a
evil.
taker. She's a taker, and the
That's
son is a
evil.
taker too. He learned it from his mama, and I don't care.
so should we point the fingers at the son?
No, we
No,
should
the
point the fingers
son
at
It's
the
needs
not
to.
really
father.
his fault, right? For
No,
he's
no,
kind of
it's
in
his
the middle
fault.
of this chaos,
No,
right?
he's not in the middle. It's his fault for opening up his mouth for his mama and daddy's business. That's his fault. His fault for putting himself out there talking about this whatever money and everything. If you want to spend time with your daddy, that's bull crap. Then you go talk to your daddy. Oh,
Wait, do
you
you
ready
think
to
somebody put him up to coming
his
out with this?
mama. His mama.
First of all, he shouldn't have went to TMZ with it in the first place.
Yeah,
If he
That's
was
what
really
that
trying to be
was.
genuine,
That was to
if he was,
put him on front.
yeah, if he should have went straight
Yeah,
to his dad.
TMZ was the blast. He should have went straight to his dad and talked
He
to
should
his
have went
dad
straight to his
about it.
dad. It should have been a private matter with his dad. You don't go to TMZ with that.
But my thing is, what are you concerned about? You're a grown man. Because even if he went to child support just for him and not in the house, you gonna get just what the judge say you got coming. Hell, go ask Nick Cannon. You gonna get just what they say you got coming. Go ask all them cats who
Yeah, he
pay
got a whole
child
bunch of
support.
them though. He
Go
got
ask all them folks who pay child support. If see, the thing is, she, like I said, she greedy, a user, and a taker and everything else. You know, he did right. I mean, whatever he paid her, he paid her. He went to the court. Guess what? The only she's not the issue. It's the son. The son is wrong for getting in his parents' issue. What are you trying to say? He didn't take. I can see if he's saying you never gave my mama anything. Well, that's not it. You
Mm-hmm.
was beating on my mama. That's not it. So what is it? Oh, you didn't spend time with me. Then come talk to me about spending time with you. But don't try to blend the money and time together because you're using the time to justify your argument or whatever. That's crap. He's a grown man. Get out. Yeah. I know if I was in that situation, it'd be the same thing. You coming at me about some what? And I'm giving you some what?
And 50
Already?
Cent petty.
You're
I'm on
already?
50 Cent side.
I'd be like, this guy.
I mean,
I'm really
50 Cent's big issue is you going to TMZ and blasting me out
Right.
like
That's
this
my issue
about
too.
that. I mean,
but he said before, but if you look at that Breakfast Club interview, he said, like he said, the whole thing is not his issue. That's the bottom line. So it don't matter. Okay, so let's take away TMZ. Let's take away everything. Before we even get to there, the bottom line is this is not your issue. This is not your business like that. And so, like I said, if he can't say, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Why you never did help my mama
so
out?"
you think as an
Or
adult now, it's not his issue to question his dad? It's his mom.
about what? What you question him about?
I mean, maybe perhaps time being spent.
Then talk about that, but don't talk about money. Talk about that. That's why I say that time. He ain't concerned about that. If look here, when a person know who their father is and they really concerned, they'll make that proclamation a lot sooner than they are 26 years old. Especially at the status that his father is.
25.
Please, yeah. No, I'm saying okay. No, he who 25.
His
The,
son.
the son is 25 years old.
He's
Oh, I thought
25.
he. I
Or he
thought
just turned
okay.
20. Either he just
I
turned
thought he
25 or
just turned
26.
26, but it don't
Yeah.
matter. I don't care if he was 24. Like I told you, by the time let me speak for men. By the time a man is 24, he should have an idea on which direction he going. He need to. I mean, because I'm gonna give you. Look here. What is it? 6 years? I'll give you 6 years of college.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 6 years of college. You doing your thing, you whatever, from 18 to 24. But you better get ready to have some, or it really should be 18 to 22. But you should have some job, something lined up where you say, okay, I know the direction I'm going. You need to have your own insurance, your own and benefits from work, and everything
Mhm.
else. And shoot, and if you ain't out doing that, shame on you. So what I told you, my daughter said, I think I have to move back home. No. At first I said, oh, you moved? No. Home with you. No, because this is not your home. This is the house you were raised in. Let's be clear. You nowhere on the
You wouldn't
mortgage.
let her come back
You
home?
know you paid no she came home before.
Oh, okay.
And but we
So
had
you will
it
let
was
her
struck
come
it
back.
was
It
no,
depends.
it was structured. It was structured so you can come and you can stay for a certain amount of time. And what you're going to do is you're going to give me this amount of money. But what I took the money is I put the money up and I made it clear. I put the money away. I had them safe deposit bags. I got safe with the big locks on them. Here, matter of fact, I'll keep the bag. You keep the key. But then when we get to a point, you're gonna have some money to go pay your down payment and get you started on your rest of your month. So we're gonna get your down payment in first 2 months. We're gonna be good. But while we stacking this money, you better be stacking. You better have a job, something lined up that's going to carry you through because you cannot stay here. You're an adult. You have 3 children. You need to go and tend to your children, raise your children, and do like that. It's possible. Now I can see if she's saying, hey, she making it happen. She making it happen and she hitting some hiccups and stuff. Well, that's where I come in to help you. I come in to help you. Your rent, your PG&E, is not my responsibility. I come in to help you now, and I'm helping you because I see you helping yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's a difference.
Yep.
Parents help. We don't take on your responsibility for your kids and all that stuff. Don't come. No, my grandkids ain't gonna say granddaddy raised them. The devil a lie. Your parents raised you. And that's who's going to raise you. I told you, you can't even come in and tell them, oh, we want to come and we want to drive. Kids won't come see you and all this. Make sure you leave your keys. Leave your keys right here with me. Because we ain't going to do that. I'll be back. I'm going to the store real quick. Oh, leave your keys. Because store right down the road. You might need some walking anyway. Mm-mm.
I mean, you know, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I
Because
wholeheartedly.
it's a difference than asking for help than trying to put responsibility on the grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping that at some point with the Marquise and his dad, 50 Cent, that they can work it out where this could be a win-win for the both of them, father and son. First of all, build your relationship solid with each other, be there to support, and then, he's an adult now. So how can you utilize this situation? You got a father that has a very great high status. You could be you could be really coming up with that situation, in a lot of other ways than just trying to get paid a big lump of money just because he's the one out here doing what he got to do to get to that status. You're an adult now. And if he wants to do certain things for you, and this and that, then that's what parents do. Like John say, you help, you be there for them, you do what you can, but at the end of the day, they are an adult at that point where, now if he was in college and, maybe a struggling student right now and, things of that nature, I mean, I don't know,
Yeah, you help them.
you
You
know,
help them.
it,
You help
you know,
them.
I'm quite sure his dad probably would look at it differently too. Even if he had hit him up on the side, hey dad, I got another year and a half to do. I'm kind of struggling with this tuition. If there's anything you could do to kind of help me, it probably would have been different.
And can I add something to this real quick? Because
Damn.
I'm going through the opposite. My dad keeps bringing up child support stuff that I keep having to tell him that that's not my business. And what I'm coming to realize is I'm feeling like that he's trying to play the martyr, like he's trying to make people around him feel sorry for him because like and I'm just like, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about good stuff. I
mean, what is he? Is he talking about child support he had to
bringing
pay?
up that he claims that they've taken money. They're continuing to take money out of his check. I'm 35 now, so I don't know if he owes back child support to the government.
Arrears.
If it's arrears and those arrears, if those arrears are pretty high, they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it out of his Social Security check. They will take it as long as they need to take it. If he owes so many thousands and thousands of dollars and they can only take a certain percentage out per month because there's a certain percentage they can only take, it may take him 40 years to pay off that balance. Well, that's what they're going to do.
Right, but
you can be 50 years
don't
old.
Discuss that with me. I was like, when my mom was alive, I was like, discussing with my mom. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about comedy. I want to talk about art and music and stuff.
And he should be reaching out with them because that money that they're taking out should be going to you because Mama, Lord rest her soul, is no longer here.
No.
Right.
So that
Don't work
money
like that.
is not just sitting in a happy pot.
Well, my mom at one point, from what I heard, see, I didn't notice if you take food stamps and stuff like that, which my mom did, then you can't get child support. They cut that off.
No,
That's
that's
what.
not.
That's
No,
not true. That's what I
no,
heard. I don't know if it's
no.
true.
What
That's not
they
true.
do? What they do? Let me tell you, because I have to give this form to
That's why
people.
I'm bringing it up. I want to
So
talk about it.
the form I have to give them is they have to say, so first, if there's a child involved, then we ask about the absent parent. And then if they say yes as a parent, the parent's not giving anything or what have you, then we say, okay, you need to sign this thing that you're gonna pursue that the parent pays this, that the parent is not doing it. If you don't do that, then then you won't get it.
Okay.
Then you won't get
if
it.
the other parent don't pursue it. So in your case, JJ, your mother signed the paper. They was going after your dad for whatever amount that he could pay.
Okay.
He still has an in arrears balance. So that balance is still there and they're still deducting it. Now, what you have to find out is what's happening to that money that your dad is now still paying.
Yeah.
It goes to the state. No, it's not.
Because if it's not going to go to JJ, does it go back to the state pot?
Arrears don't go to nobody.
I thought arrears is supposed to go back to the child if the parent has been deceased.
You have arrears. You accumulate arrears from not paying and late stuff and stuff like that. You pay your child support with arrears. Are you?
But the child support was to help take care of him when he was a child.
Okay, listen. There's the principal, right? And then you have the arrears, interest, things like that. The principal, they could be saying you're gonna pay, I'm just gonna throw a number, $10,000 in child support. That's the principal. But when you don't make your payments and you're not paying, the arrears build up. Now on the arrears, they start putting interest, other things. Now you go from 10,000 that you need to pay to maybe 15, 17. It depends, state.
But he still got the 10.
But no.
That still was sitting there. Where does the 10 go?
You got to listen. The mama collected that 10 until he turned 18, or she didn't accept it because whatever he was talking about, like the food stamps and all that stuff or whatever.
Right.
But all that stops unless he continues into college. If he continues into college, it continues. But once he turns 18 or the college ends, all that stops. That stops. Because why should I still pay him?
But you still have a balance.
No, he has a no. You don't have a balance. Let me tell you. Let me make it clear. Don't think about arrears. Don't think about arrears.
I'm not. I'm thinking about the balance.
Okay, no, you stop saying balance of what? There's no balance.
Yes, it is, because he wasn't paying.
Y'all not listening. Let me finish. She keep talking about a balance as a child support balance. There's never, hold on, let me tell you. You don't start with a balance.
You don't start with one.
Okay, let me finish. All they tell you is, this is how much you need to pay a month. If you're not paying it, we're going to take this out, your check, whatever, however we get it. That's the bottom line. Okay, that money is still being dished out from the state. Money still being given. If he's getting Medicare, if he's getting health benefits or whatever, all that is included. All that's included. So the absent parent is going to get charged for all that, right? Now, as you don't pay, you have a balance with the state because the state is already dishing out. Unless you have some type of, there's so many ways in collecting child support, unless you have some type of direct, but if they're paying through the county or whatever, the county gonna get there. They're gonna send the money, and then people gonna, and then they're gonna go after the parent. That's the whole purpose. Now you got somebody to support you instead of the parent with the custody trying to chase after the absent parent. But so the balance, it's not like, okay, we determined that you need to give her $80,000 and he only paid 40 and he has a $40,000 balance. It don't go like that. The only balance he has is the arrears in his late payments and stuff that is owed to the state, not the parent.
But the
Trust me,
parent was getting the child support check. So I think
and
this is where I'm
at 18, they stop.
They stop.
Just like if you was getting alimony and you get married, they stop.
Right, I get that.
So they
That's what
stop.
I'm like. That's why I'm like, why does my father keep
Because
bringing
he didn't pay his arrears. I knew a cement finisher. We were out doing some work in Hillsburg, and I haven't seen him in a long time. You know, he's like my uncles and all them, my elders' age, and so I'm tripping with him. I'm like, "What's up, man? We talking and everything." And I'm like, "What, you just out here?" I said, "You just can't retire. You just got to do something, right?" And he said, "Hell no, I got that child support. The arrears I'm still paying." 70 years old.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because he wasn't doing like he was supposed to. So you got to be clear. It's people who play child support. They pay their child support like they supposed to. And when the time comes, it's done. They don't see no old arrears and all that stuff. It's done. But when you don't send it in, oh, well, I ain't been working. Well, you got to think, okay, the time that a payment supposed to come is going by still. All right. And we still dishing these checks out to this parent. We want our money. And we're going to keep coming after you till they put you in the grave. You know, so
the dad needs to check with the child support people
his
himself.
best thing to do is to go to child support. His best thing to do is to go actually file an adjustment because of his finances. He can file a hardship or whatever. And then they would probably do it because but see, and this is where men, oh no, I don't want to say men, but I say men because they're the majority that's dealing with this.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say towards
I have female family members that are paying child support right now.
So whoever's paying child support, always go and do a reevaluation of your finances. You do a readjustment of your visitation if you have it or whatever. You got to go do this because you got to look. The courts, all they're looking is at that last judgment that could have been 20 years ago. Or it could have been a judgment, whatever. So you need to go but if you don't go and say, look, my finances change, my household change, all these things change. Plus I'm spending more time with the kid. That price is going to say, they say, you know what, they just taking so much. I spend all this time with this kid. Did you tell the people that? Because that's where your child support is actually determined. One of the main things that determine the value, the amount of your child support is your visitation. And when you go set up a visitation schedule, then your child support is going to be adjusted down. If you have a schedule. Boy, for a minute, I'm like, how you got my car in your back? for a minute though, I forgot. But if you don't,
talking about going to get your
if you don't change that, it could be 10 years later. You're not making that same bread. You like I said, you're spending more time. And if you're making more money, you need to go report it. You need to say, hey, my finances changed. This is what's going on. And I tell people, if you spend it, you should be spending time with your kid. And if you're spending time with your kids, spend a little more time. Set up a schedule and kind of help make them adjustments. But I'm hope you spend them because your heart wants to spend time with the kids, not that you're doing it to adjust your funds.
That's
You
right.
know.
Exactly.
Adjust that money, blood.
Yeah, but but other than
50
that,
50, so I
them
pay 10
arrears,
less child support.
and all. Mm-mm.
And my
Yeah.
thing
So you
is,
saying the arrears go to them? The arrears go to the city, or
To the
the
state.
county.
To
The
the
county.
state
The state.
now. No, it's state now. It used to be county. Each county used to handle each child support. Now it's California Child Services. It's no more the
Oh,
state. It used to be the state. I know that for a fact because my when my son's mother she filed in Marin County,
yeah, it's a county thing.
then she went to Alameda County, and she went to Contra Costa County, filing child support in all three counties with no child. And this is the cold part about it. The assumption is always made, most of the time, that the mother has the child. So she went and filed with no physical custody. And the cold part is the people processed it, didn't care. You go in there and you do this and blah, blah, blah. That's how cold it was. But they got so much backlash. They end up paying so many people back this money, and everything because what wasn't established? Paternity.
Custody. Yeah.
So then they
I
started
guess.
establishing paternity first. So
wow.
but once you get them arrears and you ain't paying like you supposed to pay or whatever, I'm gonna tell you one thing can happen. But your mom passed away, right?
Right.
There's nothing she can go sign. There is a thing that they can go sign and say no, I don't want this case to continue
Yep.
and
Yep.
all
Right.
this stuff. And what they'll do, listen to me. If there is a child support balance, remember we talking about the child support balance. If it is a balance that's old, that balance will be gone, and the only thing you will still pay is the arrears. Now,
Mm.
I had a issue with this because they charging me money for a kid that I got, right? In my custody from day one. I've been dealing with my child from birth. Now, you guys saying I owe you $110,000 in child support. But I say they knew something was fishy because they never took my license, never took me to jail. I know cats who went to jail for
I know a
30,000
few that went to jail over child support.
and less than 30,000,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
Never. Now this dragged on for over 20 years. And then all of a sudden they say, okay, we're gonna wipe away the balance. But you have this balance. I say, no, 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 no. Because if that's null and void, then the arrears and the interest is null and
No,
void.
it was
See,
no over the place.
you can't make me pay taxes for something I didn't buy, right? Why am I paying sale taxes for something I didn't buy? And when
That's right.
we went through that, and
Mm-hmm.
it was now. Come to find out, the lawyer, I could went after California and got all that money back. But then I have to go. But you know what? All I ever prayed was, Lord, let's just bring it to an end. So why go outside of my prayer? And once it came to an end, it came to an end. But your father got to go deal with that on his own. That's not your business. That's not your
Right. It's
issue.
not, and I don't
You
care.
didn't go file it. You don't
I'm
owe
living
him
my
a
best life,
dime.
and he not paying none of my bills. I got a good job. What I need him for, you know what I mean? And now I'm the opposite of Mr. Marquise Jackson. I'm genuinely connecting with my father for time, and my dad is bringing up child support stuff. In our last conversation, I had to cut the conversation short. Like, hey, I love you, Dad, but I gotta go. Something came up, and one of the last conversations before that, I was like, stop bringing it up. My mom not even here to defend herself. What you bringing in all this stuff up because my mom passed away? What's that for? I could take him to court for harassing me about it if I wanted to.
He's not right. He's not asking. You know how you can put it in the
Nothing
bed.
you can do about it.
You
Yeah,
know how
Nothing
you can.
do about
You know how you
I
can
want him to
tell it.
stop talking about it.
You
It's
can
getting on my
ask him.
nerves.
You can just ask. Now you switch it. You ask him the question. Have you paid on time? Did you miss time? Is this why you owe in arrears? See, now you put it in his lap. Make him ask the questions to himself and stop making these comments to
it.
you.
I don't know, Dad. It must be an arrears thing.
Well,
Did you
just say, "Hey, Dad, you know what? I heard a little something. Have you ever missed a payment or something? And that's
Mhm.
why they haven't, had that conversation with him. And let him say, well, I don't know. No, I ain't missed no. Then you need to go to the people and say, hey, I ain't never missed a payment. Well, I got a
Yeah,
read.
like for real. You
So
need to
then
go
kind
over
of
there and
guide
handle it.
him. So in other words, try to detour him away from you to somewhere else, to where
Right.
he need to go, to them people.
Yep.
exactly?
Because every time you know, when you're dealing with child support, every time you lose your job, you're supposed to go down there and get adjusted. Every time you get a job or
That's
things
right.
change in your life, you're supposed to go get adjusted.
That's right.
You're not supposed to be. There's some people be paying $12,000 and they ain't worked in 4 or 5 months. You're not supposed to do that. You supposed everything that happens in your life, you're supposed to get adjusted. You're supposed to try to get as much custody of your kid as possible because your kid needs you. They don't need that paycheck.
Right. It's not about the money to me. I want the time for real. I
Well,
really want
they
the
do
time.
need the money. Let's be clear. The absent father do need the absent parent. Let's put it that way. The absent parent needs to spend just as much quality time as the parent who has physical custody.
That's right.
But the absent parent needs to kick down financially to make sure the kid needs essentials are met. That's
Yep.
money is a factor, because the kid. Okay, what about the insurance? Who's dealing with the insurance? Who's dealing with medical, dental, who's dealing with that? Who's dealing with other school activities? Because you can't deny your kid from not being active in school.
Right.
So it takes a little money. They want to go to the school party. Guess what? You need to come up off of something.
Yep.
It don't matter.
School
Find
picture,
money is
school
a thing.
clothes, holidays.
But it's up to you to do like Ben was just saying. It's up to you to take the responsibility to go in there and say, hey, I got a change in my finances, my household, whatever. Don't just sit there and mope about it and you ain't did nothing. Because really people say, man, they doing this. I said, oh, did you call them? No, I ain't calling them people. Well, you need to talk to me about something else because I ain't about to sit up here and hear this drag and you ain't bust no move. I don't conversate about something you ain't busting no moves.
Yep.
I'd rather
I
talk
know
about
that's
a
right.
roach race. Let's talk
I know
about the
that's
roach
right.
race.
Roach race.
Yep.
The roaches.
Something else. Nobody
The
want to talk
roaches
about
that
that.
was racing. Let's talk about the roaches racing on your counter for that cupcake you left.
I don't want to talk about roaches.
I'm just saying, I'd rather talk about that than talk about something you ain't
You know
busting the
what? I'm
move
gonna have
on.
to agree
You
with
ain't
you. I'd
gonna
rather
do
talk
nothing.
about that than the child support.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You just sitting there
And
taking it.
just like
Yeah, just
Marquise,
sitting-
he got an issue, go talk to the people at child support. Your mama. Shoot, that's who you
He
go
could have.
talk to. Don't be talking to your daddy about, well, and then now, well, I'll
Mhm.
pay him the $6,700 he's giving just to spend time for. Well, I would have been like, well, check this out. If that's the case, why you ain't brought more than that and spent more time? Shoot, he's a
That
phony.
ain't right.
No, because he's using that as some extra weight, I guess,
right. I
to
get it.
justify for his subject about the money. He didn't want to. He 20-something years old. You couldn't get in the car yourself and go to your daddy. You couldn't call your daddy yourself and say, "Pop, you busy?" When you're not busy, let's go kick it. I'm making some barbecue. We gonna kick it.
No, he
You
figured
know?
it would be a stronger impact to let TMZ get in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's what he thought. And
Yeah.
You talking, y'all
his
talking
mama
about,
coached
I
him
got
though.
prayers for him. I
y'all
really
talking
do.
about 50 Cent's son?
You
That's what
know
y'all
his
talking
Yeah,
about?
mama.
that's what we
You
were
know his
talking
mama
about.
set that
Yeah,
up.
we were talking about that. That's where it started. That's
His
where it all
mama got
started from.
smacked. You don't remember 50 Cent smacked her up when she that was the lady that they took her to court because they was asking how she was spending that money. And she couldn't answer for it, so they lowered her child support payment. They've
Well,
been
that
there
was
for
yeah, that was
20
because
years.
because she asked for more. So he
Yeah.
was saying, well, okay, what's going with why you need this or whatever. But then but see,
Cut
the
it.
judge seen the lifestyle. The judge seen what they got going on. So
Yep.
evidently he like, what the hell? But you can't get mad. So you mad at me because of the judge's decision?
The judge
Oh no,
made
he
the
got
decision.
a serious lawyer. His lawyer wasn't no joke.
Yeah, but the judge made the final decision. You
And then
know,
she was mad with that. You know, she was mad. So she been fighting with him since he was young. And so now he taking up the fight. Oh, my
yeah.
daddy ain't this, my daddy ain't that.
Mhm.
Even in his book, he was talking about what he had did for his son and what he was doing and how he was trying to set him up. And when he was trying to set his son up to get situated, his son was still putting his hand out. What you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? Like, dude, I'm trying to give you a way. He was talking about how he tried to set him up with a sneaker store. He was gonna set him up when he had his own store selling sneakers and stuff. He like, dude, he ain't want to do nothing. He wanted his
Mhm.
daddy to buy the sneakers and then just put them on his own feet.
That's what he wanted to do. He did not want to work in a
Mm-mm.
way that he had to take care of himself. That's what I see. But the thing being when they went the cold part about when they went back for the money, the cold part is the fact that you couldn't even present it because it was on her to bear the burden was on her to show that this is why she needed more money.
Yep.
Right.
You know, this is why she. But he said that's what I was trying to go on. He said he kept trying and trying, but it's hard when people constantly disrespect you.
Right. That part.
You know, and you want and you know you treat and you want him to steal because
Cause he a hustler, man. He talk about how he had it. I'm not talking about hustling on the illegal stuff. I'm talking about legal. Man, 50
Mm-hmm.
Cent works hard to try to get what he got. That's why he got all these TV shows and stuff. That's why
no,
he
but
got these movies out. He works
oh, but
hard.
y'all know F was brought on to the first power, right? Was supposed to been on like one of the staff or something. Or
Oh,
with
his son?
oh, you gotta check. Y'all gotta really look into it. Go all the way back to the first power. I'm telling man, greedy. Let me tell you,
Power first, when the first Power first came out.
greed. That's why I always say greed is. Put it this way: the blood that runs through your veins, like I always say, only determines your bloodline. It don't determine your family.
Yep.
Love is what determines your family.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Bloodline don't
Amen.
determine your family.
That's right.
Shit,
That's right.
that's just relatives. And trust
Yep.
me, relatives are also married into, attached to that bloodline, but that don't make them family.
Nope.
If there's no love, there's no family.
Yep. I got family I don't mess with right now.
Yep.
So
That's
I get it.
terrible.
It's sad, but sometimes you gotta. Sometimes that's how you have to do it.
It's the
Yep.
truth.
Real talk. Well, we gonna pray for them. We gonna move on. I wish the best, and I'm quite sure this will be in the news for a while. So
I
we'll
wish
talk
the
about
best
it a
for
little bit
50
more
What,
Cent.
next
he's
week.
suing him? He's suing his daddy?
I wish
Well,
the best
I
for
hope
50
not. I
cents.
hope
I
he's
don't think
not
he's
doing it.
I don't
I
think
hope
he's in a
not.
He's
position to
suing
sue his
50
father.
Cent.
I
That's
hope
the
not.
thing.
Nah, I don't think he going that far. I think he looking for attention.
He's not doing
That's what
anything.
one of the
He's looking for
producers of Power or something like that was saying. They were saying, "Oh man, we know all that. You know how he looking for attention and whatever else."
clout chasing.
trying to get his name out there because he's been trying to do like, is it directing or something?
I don't know. He was rapping. He had a song.
Or is it his mom was doing directing or something like
He
that?
was in real estate, and
Who,
she
the
was
mom?
also doing some acting or something. It was
Yeah,
something.
she was on the thing. Look,
Yeah.
she's Elf, right? Elfie or whatever her name. Y'all go do y'all research and go look
I'm gonna
about
look it
power.
up. I'm gonna look
and
it
that
up.
and Elf working on power or something like that. Something.
Shaniqua Tompkins is her name.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys, let's get to our inquiring mind want to know question. Y'all have made me woo. This one
Well, let me-
expanded way beyond the limits right
Yeah,
here.
y'all should-
And I
yeah.
knew it would. I knew it would. We had talked about it. We had put it out here. Gareth, anything you got to say before we move on about the situation other than
Mini man.
All right.
Oh, he muted. You muted. You muted.
You got
Gareth.
your
I said
mute
a
on.
mini man.
I'm not.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
said a
Okay,
mini man.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Maybe me.
Okay.
A mini man. That's one of his songs. Mini
Yeah,
man
well, 50
tried.
Cent, Mini Man. Yeah.
Many man,
Yeah.
many
Oh, I'm
man.
looking at something
Inquiring
else.
minds want to know. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. I will be.
Oh yeah, JJ gotta always have a swig. You gotta
I will
have a
be
JJ
ready.
swig
be
to
playing
open up his
around.
thought process for these.
JJ
What
be
y'all know
having to
about that
sleep
99
in after
bananas?
Sunday night, huh?
Oh, look at that night. Now you must got a liquor store in your corner.
I sure do.
Hey, no. Hey,
Yes,
who
right,
don't
I
have
do.
who don't have a liquor store in their corner?
What's that called again? Let me see. 99 bananas.
That was 99 bananas. What y'all know about this?
Oh, I don't know nothing about it. Is it good?
It's good. It's
What is
strong
it?
too.
Is it like a wine cooler?
It's 99 proof. It's 99 proof alcohol. I only need a little bit.
Is it like wine or vodka?
No, this is like
He
vodka.
said 99 proof. You don't know what 99 proof is?
I didn't ask about the proof. I said, what was it? Is
That
it
ain't
like
can't be no
vodka?
wine if it's 99 proof.
I asked, was it like vodka or wine
It's like vodka.
or wine cooler? You know,
And I'm
'cause
mixing
like-
it with cranberry.
just like those. Remember those little bomb?
Jay.
What's those little drinks used to be called? The bomb.
Cocktails for two.
The little round. They look like little.
I know what
little
you're talking about, those
round
little round ones that you can get at
bottles. Them
7-Eleven.
little suckers used to be. Woo!
Wait,
So it's a whole bottle of that.
around what?
It's a little
Yeah,
round
little
bottle like this, and they was called something bomb.
At
They're those little
7-Eleven.
bomb bottles. They're little
I
round
don't know
bottles.
nothing
They're like
about
little
that.
balls. I
They
gotta
look
find
like
them.
little balls, like little
They're
light
little balls. Yep. And
I thought y'all was with back in time to the little
How
cans.
many proof is those?
Cocktails for two. That came. I
only
mean, a
seven-
bottle
it's
with
only-
the top.
It's only
That was high proof too? Those
The
was high
cocktails
proof?
with two. You take the top. You pour some for the other person. One got one got one. It was enough for two people.
yep.
They still sell them on the airplane.
Like that.
Cocktails for two.
All right.
No, the little
Those are
bottle.
nice.
You know, little
I'll
bottle.
get to the
Oh, yeah,
inquiring
yeah,
minds
yeah.
want to know question. Can I?
Yes, you can.
You the one start talking about the alcohol. Don't put it on
99 bananas
there. Yeah.
on the wall.
Inquiring
99
minds wanna
bananas
know.
on the wall. 99 bananas on the wall. One fell off.
Don't y'all quit. No longer. You can only have water on the Table Talk Show with Donna Smith. Water.
I'll have water.
That's it. Water.
Oh,
Okay.
no water.
Me and my lady
Uh-oh.
have been broken up after 5 years.
Wait.
Me and my lady have broken up after 5 years.
Oh, after 5 years.
After 5 years.
Okay.
We have 2 kids, ages 4 and 2.
Okay.
I have asked her that if she starts to date again, that she allows me to sit with and meet and interview her chosen love interest.
Oh my
Interview.
That she,
Oh
Interview.
my God. Oh my
that she would be
God.
around my kids.
No.
I will hurt someone over my kids and want to
Oh,
fill
God.
out the one she has chosen.
No.
I know that the choice is hers, but I should have a say-so and she should understand.
No.
She says only if she can meet, screen, and interview
Let me.
my chosen partners as well.
Uh-uh.
I don't see this being the same because the kids do not live with me, they live with her. Should I be fair and we both do this, or am I asking too much and why? This is interesting.
Go
Is this
ahead.
a real?
Go
Is
ahead.
this a real
Go ahead,
question?
John.
Yeah, why would you want to interview your partners?
Go ahead, John.
Look, John, take the tape off. You know you got a lot to say. Timothy, just take it off. Take it off. Shaba say take it off.
It's the tape for me.
Mm-mm.
That came out of nowhere. That came out of left field.
I
That
can't
tape.
do it. I can't do it.
Mm.
He gotta
Okay,
say so
okay,
in her picking who she gonna be with.
He
No,
say he will hurt. He will hurt somebody over his kids.
somebody hurt herself and just take the kids and let the
So he
woman.
has to. Let me see if I got that right. He has to sit with, meet with, and interview
An
her
interview.
chosen love interest.
Mhm.
No, no,
And she
Nah.
should
No.
be. And she supposed to say, "Oh,
No.
okay."
Nah.
no,
Hell
no.
no.
And
What
we
do
don't have
you-
to do why.
If
Just
she's doing a
know.
bit too
My
much, we
fault.
gotta help this person now. To get him
What
to
if she just wants
understand.
some booty calls?
That's the help.
You gonna tell
No,
her what her booty calls is about? What the hell? She had all the booty calls she wants. She grown as hell.
But
no.
I
But
mean,
if she
okay.
decides to
So do
be
you
with
guys
someone,
understand somewhat what he's saying? He doesn't want
Hell
any type of
no.
person around his
I ain't here
kids.
with that.
no, I understand. I don't want anybody around my kids. But the thing is, I don't get to meet them until she decides, okay, I'm going to introduce you to this person,
There you go.
because she may not even take it no further than that. They probably still, whatever, she probably, and we got to be careful. A lot of women don't bring nobody around their kids like that, you know?
Mhm.
So, but whatever he on this interview kick, ask him what interview did he get? Did he wear a suit and tie to his interview?
He say it's not
Hell
the
no.
same.
Did he use the
It's
star?
not the
Did he use
same
the?
because the kids don't live with him, so she
It
shouldn't have
don't
to
matter.
It
It
don't
don't
interview
matter.
with
matter.
his
It
It
don't
don't
matter.
matter.
She out of
All he
pocket.
could do, he can meet the person, but he can't determine how he gonna come up and say, "Oh, this person's character, this person's this." And what you gonna say? How are you with kids? No, when you meet them, you can talk to him and you can say, "Hey, I know you're with her, blah blah blah. My kids are, but I just have some concern. Or do you like kids or whatever?" That's kind of cool, but not where we got to sit up. Oh, let me set my alarm so I can make sure I make this appointment and go meet this fool and sit down and talk. And
Like you gotta say so.
And
like
what
I've
if
been,
I'ma
and
check you out.
what if he doesn't have a good feel about this person? Is she supposed to not see this
So
person
what?
because
I don't care what kind of
Right.
feel. If she, because see, we have to understand the kids is with her, so
That's right.
therefore, she's fit enough to protect her kids, and take care of them. Okay, that's the main thing, right? Okay, so he say, I just feel something about him, but she's like, no, he's wonderful. For me, the connection is between them two, not between him. How you gonna tell me who I should have? He's. I don't want to. Let me mute it because I'm gonna say something. He gonna send you something saying that cat right there. He talking too much and everything. Homeboy, you need to sleep on it for about a week.
a week?
Yeah, that's a lot right there.
Who says that? He
He
do.
said it, and he
That's
really
what I
wants to
said.
know. He wants to know if he's asking.
A whole
No,
bunch of
he's
control
wrong.
feet say it.
He's
A whole
wrong to
bunch of
do that.
control feet. They
He's
say
wrong
that.
to do that. He's wrong to do that. And it don't matter where the kids are, because if he got somebody over where he at, so should she come be doing interviews and sit down? Oh,
He
but the
said that
kid,
he doesn't
but
see that the same because he doesn't. The kids don't live with him.
but do he ever get his kids? It don't matter. One day you
Yeah,
might have the kids and the person comes around.
right.
They may show up out the blue. So do she need to interview? It don't matter. Nobody interview nobody. What is he thinking? That's an excuse. That is something more embedded down in there for you to be so concerned about somebody. Is he not over it? Did she leave him? Is he not over the rejection? I mean, there's a lot of questions before you to even want to go there. Who does? I mean, okay, outside of him, who really does that? Oh, we need to sit down. I need to if you interested, I need to, if I don't feel it right, then you need to find you somebody else. Please stop it.
I found this to be very interesting. I have never heard of such a thing of somebody wanting to interview.
Well, evidently
I've heard of people expressing that they have concern about a partner that their mate ex has,
You've heard of it before,
around
Donna.
their kids. I've heard people say I have a concern because that person seemed to be on drugs or they drink too much.
but there's a
No.
reason for
You've
that.
seen it before.
That's what I heard. But see, the thing is, you can't come off at the beginning just not trusting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
There's that.
We only the only way we can trust is to trust, right? So then he can make his statement if she say, oh, they're always arguing and stuff, and he say, y'all arguing, y'all around the kids, I'm concerned. I don't know if he may get mad and put hands on my kid, but if there's nothing where there's some concern, then what are you talking? He on some other stuff, and he shouldn't be doing that. That's not right. That's not his business. He don't dictate nobody's heart. He don't dictate nobody's
He's still
relationship.
trying to control her, even with them not being together.
My question, see, this is where my question comes in now. Why are you still not with her? Did you squeak past your interview and not turn out to be the person who you were supposed to be?
Yeah,
I mean, here's some questions. Evidently, you still ain't on the job. So what you worried about somebody else coming in and taking a position?
Well, who
He
was
is involved or
he
not.
had no interview with who?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have no interview.
It was a Tyler Perry show.
It could have
Who
been
was
an
that Tyler
interview
Perry
just
show,
with the parents. Mr. Good Deed.
What was that? What was the Tyler Perry show where the dude was a police officer and he was paying the rent he was paying the mortgage on the lady's house. So he always wanted to tell her who she could date, who she couldn't date.
Oh no, you talk.
He was a Spanish looking dude. He was in the police force and he was corrupt as hell too. Damn, I can't remember the name of that show.
Oh, the Half and Half Not.
No.
It was
Well,
before that.
No,
It was before that.
love.
If
Something.
loving you is wrong,
If loving you is wrong.
Yeah, that was it.
trust me, I know all Tyler Perry movies, honey.
I know. You used to
I
watch it all the time.
just got
Let me
into the
tell
Half
you
and Half
something,
That's a
baby.
series.
I know
Series.
these some Tyler Perry movies, baby.
Yeah, I just got into the Half and the Half Nots.
Oh, them was I was
I'm
ready
on
for
season
them. I
one.
hope they come back. I miss them. They was like,
It's over. That's it. The series done.
I know it is, but I want it back. Tyler.
Why?
Tyler.
You know how
He
you get
making
it
movies
back?
now for BET now.
You know how you get it back? You go to on demand and you.
You know what, John? I mean, Tim. Whoever you is, Tim John.
Watch it one more time, huh? Prime.
Gareth, don't you be
Amazon
sleeping on
Prime.
us tonight, Gareth. We see you. We see you.
Garrett got something else going on.
Yeah, what you doing?
He said, "Don't worry about him. He muted.
What you doing?
He can't tell you what he doing.
You ain't watching the game.
You don't know what he doing."
Yeah, he became a silhouette.
I mean,
He
you
over there
became
being
a
a
little
silhouette.
disconnected, my brother. I ain't heard you say Jack diddly wop.
He got something going on over there.
But anyway, moving right along, 'cause y'all, I got a headache. I'm gonna have to go take aspirin. For real, I do have a headache.
Here's an inquiring minds want to know. Would you let somebody give you oral while you on the podcast?
How you just gonna flip my script And I got a script I'm following, and that's supposed to be.
Would you do that?
That's supposed to be the last question of the night to ask something
No,
like
it's not. We ain't going to last question. I just want to know.
excuse me. Oh, yes, we are.
Would you do it
though.
though? Would you do that?
Would you do what?
You let somebody give you oral while you on your podcast?
I don't know if I
Are you asking everyone hypothetically?
Yeah, hypothetically. Yeah. But you sitting here doing your
Yeah,
thing.
let me borrow that.
Stevie J couldn't do it, so I don't think I could.
Nah, Stevie J couldn't do it. He tried.
He couldn't do it. He got caught up doing something like that.
I would find it very it would be very hard to focus on your topics, things of that nature.
It'd be very hard.
If the business was being handled in the proper manner.
Okay.
I would see that it would be very difficult to focus. And when I do this table talk, I particularly need to focus. So,
okay.
I mean, I don't know about other podcasts in particular or how you guys would feel personally, but I need to focus.
Yeah.
It'll be like this. It'll be like this.
You all over the map. You float in and off the screen, up and side, and all that. Ain't no telling what you could do. I don't know.
It'll be like this. I'm still here, y'all. Don't trip.
Yeah,
I'm just doing something.
It's all good.
I'm still here.
For me, I would be concerned of all the slurpage that would be in the audio. You know.
You say oh my God. Wow.
You know what? Y'all really bad. Let me
Somebody
did. Wait just a minute.
Somebody went into their
Somebody has done that before, huh, JJ? Somebody been there before. You heard the serpents in the audio, huh? Okay.
Yeah, like that's what happened with Stevie J. He was getting some while he was on the podcast. He was on national TV as well, I believe. If he wasn't on national TV, he was on a podcast that had a large audience, and he was doing his thing. And he kept positioning the camera in certain types of ways to make it look like but he kept looking down. He kept doing this looking down thing.
He was looking down
while he talking on the podcast.
Everybody look up. Everybody look up.
I'm just saying, I don't see it happening.
I'm gonna start doing mine like
people
this.
Can do what they.
I'm gonna start doing mine like this.
I mean, for real though.
Not like that.
I'm so 100 real. It just tickles me sometimes.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you, Benjamin Smith, don't you ever take me off course like that again.
You always doing this off course. It's your turn.
Don't do that. But anyway,
you be changing gears on this.
So, like I said, everybody is just, it depends on what you're into and what you want to do. I per se need to focus, so that would be something that I would have to say. Okay, be cool. Let's wait till we get.
I'm still here.
I mean, and JJ,
You'd be like, I'll be quiet.
JJ talking about stuff. No, you can't.
I'll go slow.
I'll go slow. That just ain't gonna work.
I'll go slow.
It just depends on what type of podcast you're actually doing. Gareth, I don't know. What do you say? Do you think you could do it?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah? No. Maybe so.
He on mute. Garrett, you on mute.
I don't think he wants to participate in this.
Could you do a podcast in that way?
No.
No, thank you.
Not happening, huh, my brother? Not happening.
No.
Okay, I feel you.
No.
Yeah, that's right, Garrett. I love you. You just straight up with it, straight up.
Right.
Oh, no. I hear you. So moving right along. Um.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you had a partner, your partner that you clapped with on a regular basis that
Oh my
liked to be
God.
slapped around,
Ooh.
they like their hair yanked, and they like to be called slutty names
Mm.
during the clap experience.
Okay.
Would you go there, and what would be your limit? So if they wanted you to choke them and their eyes roll and their oxygen, cut off to a certain extent, would that be the limit for you? Could you go there? Or would you only could hit them so hard and that's it? Or what would be your limit? Somebody got a lot of feedback. We can't
Yeah.
hear you. I think that's you, Mr. Benjamin Smith.
No, that ain't Benjamin Smith.
Is that
Because I could.
breath? Yeah, you need to mute because you watching a movie or something over there, my brother. We hear you.
I'm trying to think. Stop, man.
Who you telling stop?
I would
My
say.
son.
Oh,
I would say as a caregiver, it's my duty to make sure that, people that I'm taking, that I remain, what is it? I follow the Hippocratic Oath. Don't do any harm.
Damn.
But at the same time, this is about pleasure. So, back to that, yeah, there's a limit. I don't know. When you're in the throes of passion and you got hands around the neck, and all of that, and you're slapping around, you don't know what you might bruise something.
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm just picturing it.
Especially that hair. The hair thing when they wrap it around.
I got big hands.
You wrap that around that hair and pull it.
I might hurt. I'm a big dude. Let's keep it 100. I'm a big dude. Yeah. I might hurt somebody. So, just the smacking on the booty. So, I might leave a handprint. You might have a permanent handprint on there for about a couple of weeks. So I don't want to
like that punch in the eye.
I don't want to do too much harm.
Say my name.
I might really get into it and it might be too much for you, so yeah. So that's what my main concerns is. I want to not do any harm. And I want to play, but I want to play it safe across the board.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried that before?
Yeah, I've been rough before.
You tried it before, the roughy?
Yeah, I was being light, but they felt like I was being rough, and I was like, okay, yeah.
So which way did you go? Did you slap them? Did you bite them? Did you choke them? Did they have not breathe?
I did a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna just say
you don't have to be detailed. Don't be detailed,
JJ. We had a lot of fun, and
but they didn't lose oxygen or nothing, right?
No, you have tools. Did
you have fun?
Tools? Did you have a bag of tricks? Did you have a bag of tricks? A little paddle, a little whip, some clips for some things.
See, that's different. When you think about people buying items like little whips and feathers, handcuffs. But when I think about my bare hand, you said fun. I was like, I don't think I can have fun with a case riding, possibly riding. But some women, some people, they like, there's a difference in love taps and then smacking somebody and their throat until they got dog ain't breathing.
Know until you try it.
No. I can't mix no violence. No, that's not even that type of violence and it's related to. I already told you the man, every man in my family, young boy, once you get to a certain, you had a talk. Don't you take it. If you take it, you might well take your bags and keep it moving.
But smacking
don't come around this family. So
that's not taking it.
Okay, but see, what I'm saying is relating It depends how. I mean, okay, choking somebody, and we up here having sex, and you want me to choke you? Now you want me to feel like what? I'm raping you, or I don't know, because we got to think about my psyche too. You know what I'm saying?
See, your
So
psyche may love that kind of
no,
control.
no, no. Like I said,
You wouldn't
that's
know.
that's just like taking it. No, I do know. I know what I like. And
Oh,
it got head.
you want
Oh,
her to smack you. You want
it
her to
got.
smack you instead?
Like I said, I know what I like. It got hands involved too. Hands, everything
Oh, you
involved.
want her to smack you?
Shoot,
Or she
cause
want
look
to choke
here.
you?
No, I ain't doing all that. You not choking me. You not choking me until I
Around the
can't
waist.
breathe. You not choking.
That waist.
See, that's
Yeah.
why. That's that. See. When we're getting, we like this on level right here. Ain't that level going across that line? Yeah. But when you do that other stuff where it's a possibility somebody might go to jail. Oh
Well, I
no.
think you need to talk about it first, because some
Yeah,
people.
you can talk about it, and somebody say, "Oh wait, hold on, would you do that?" Ah, hell no! Now y'all got a
You
whole
went too
nother thing.
far.
Yeah,
You
and
went
you
too
got
far.
some,
Calling the
and I
police.
wouldn't
Some
even
people
do
will
that.
go inside the drawer and pull out the handcuffs or something,
That's different. See, that's what I'm saying. See, we have to
and
understand
they
when
may pull out the
when
whip. They may
couple
pull
when
out
okay,
the whip.
okay, but when couples decide to use things like this in their marriage, or things they want to do, that's fine. But now listen, I'm talking about bare hands around somebody's throat. You
Yeah.
immolating, killing somebody. You're immolating that. You know who wants?
But they
I
get
mean,
turned on by the fact that they can't breathe, and then the other person gets
okay,
turned on
then you
by
know what?
choking.
If that person told me I need you to choke me till I can't breathe, I'm gonna say,
Listen to
guess what I'm gonna
this.
do? I'm gonna go get your shoes and your coat and stuff, and you could just walk down the street anywhere you want to. Wait till it get late, and somebody gonna choke you out. It just ain't gonna be the kid. Trust me.
You
I
would tell
mean,
her no.
it's
You
no
like
way.
that?
Like I say, smack
Ben,
it
what
on
would
the
You
you
like
tell
that,
her?
tail,
huh?
What would you
smack it
tell
on
her,
the.
Ben? Would you tell her
You
no?
like that. You like that, Donna. You like somebody choking
No,
you and
I don't.
shit.
I don't like to be choked until I
You
can't
don't like. You
breathe.
don't want somebody to suffocate you a little bit.
No. What would you?
Oh
What
hell
would you
no.
do, Ben? Would you
Short,
choke her if
short
she
punch
asked
you.
you?
Short punch you in the lips and the
Being,
nose.
She
being,
asked
Get
you.
your
Would
little
you?
bloody. Some
Excuse
people
me.
like the blood to run.
Okay,
They want that
JJ,
short
being,
let's
jab.
switch
being,
from him because he's
being,
having
being,
a
what Ben is
psychotic
trying to
break.
say is when Ben,
JJ, let's
what
go to
Ben is trying to
JJ.
That's
We
too
say.
heard
much.
you. We heard
That's too
you,
much,
Tim.
Donna.
I'm
We
saying
Who
what
heard
Ben
you.
beating
is
on
Let me
saying.
get
somebody?
back to you, Ben. You need to
Yeah,
I'm
this
understand.
I'm gonna choke you and I'm gonna sock you in your
Mhm.
face and I'm gonna slap you too. And then, hey, I even see them spit in their mouth. Come on, man. What is that? What is that? Is that sex? What is that?
Janet
Spitting
Jackson
in
has a
your mouth?
song. Janet Jackson has a song on her Demeter Joe album that came out in
Spitting on
2004.
you.
And it's in the song she talks about that she wants him to make love to her like he don't love her. You need to make love to me like you don't love me. You look up the song.
Yeah.
And
Oh
she's
yeah,
like,
but
she said, I don't want you to be
What about
distant.
so you
I
going
want you
that
to be
way? What about the
available.
peeing on you? So what about the people that like the golden shower? So you got to give them that stuff too? Is this all a part of this package deal? Is that what we
It might
looking
be.
for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Some
I
of
don't
them
know.
like you to
Janet,
boo
'cause
boo
that's not
on
the
them
song.
too.
I'm just saying that
Pee on
the
you, boo boo on you, sock
the
you in your
song
hand.
exists, and I'm
Come
sure
on,
that
man.
Janet Jackson fans are big fans of that song. I think the
Nah,
song is
man.
funny. I think the song
You
is funny.
do?
I think it's hilarious
Uh,
because it came out of nowhere. Like you're listening to all these nice mellow songs, and then she got this rough kind of sounding song. It starts off gentle, but then when
so
the
she
hook
like
comes,
that.
the drums hit, she wanted them to do it rough. And
You think Jermaine Dupri used to get down like that?
we don't know, but I mean, all I know is
The song. You know the
the
song.
song. Yeah. And that song has always stuck with me. Like, dang, Jenny, you just gonna put it out there like that, huh?
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
I mean, some people are into that. They like that. They get turned
like
on by
that. They
doing
like
it,
that.
and they get turned on by receiving it. And some will want you to do things that actually bring them close to checking up out of here. So you have to be totally in control of what you're doing because you have to know when to stop. Especially
How can you be in control and know when to stop?
if
And
you
you
want
don't,
to choke somebody until they.
but you don't know how long this person can go.
Hippocratic
Some
oath,
people
like I
might
said.
get, some
They
people
have
might get take
layers.
longer or whatever. But
You
you
know,
gonna
some people
take a
have
person,
layers.
and what if it don't happen? Now you up there in
But that's
court.
when you know
They
your mate. I'm
dungeon.
not saying a
They
stranger that
dungeon.
you just getting down with. I'm saying somebody that you have history with and know. You
No,
know
the
that.
dungeon.
You
Sign
know
on the
that
dotted
if I choke her past 2 minutes, her
Off
eyes
to
is
the
gonna start
no.
rolling.
They
No
got the
to the
dungeons
no.
though,
So
Donna.
I gotta
You
keep it
talking
under
about
2 minutes.
you know when people take them into their layer and then they tie them up and put the little bag on them and they put the thing on their head and come on, man, you is really on the Dynasty show? Come on now.
No,
On the
there's an
Donna
episode.
Smith table talk show. We want to talk
Okay.
about things
Let me
like
really
That
get into it.
suffocation
Okay, let me get
stuff.
into it. I'm gonna address what Minister John was saying. Okay, about the I'm gonna address that no as well.
Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. I know y'all probably don't watch Pose, but there's this episode of Pose where the transgender woman, Electra, she works as a sex worker, but she's a dominatrix.
Yeah.
And
Know what that
this
is.
dude decided that he not only wanted to do drugs, but he wanted to put a mask on, and he's like deprived of oxygen a little bit.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
okay, so she leaves for a little while. Spoiler, if you wanted to watch it, sorry, I'm gonna spoil it for you. She leaves, she goes to, paint her nails or whatever. He's like, I need 20 minutes, then you can come back. And he likes to be whipped and tied up and beat and kicked around. That's his fantasy. And she gets paid for that, right? So she leaves him for 20 minutes and she's painting her nails or whatever. She comes back and he's foaming at the mouth. It's foam all over the place.
He too.
She takes the mask off. He's at the point of no return. He's dead. And the next girl's gonna use that broom in a few hours.
She stayed gone a little too long. Is that what
It went on a
happened?
little bit too long, and she had to figure out how to get rid of the body. And that's an underlying theme in the rest of the show is she had to chop the body up.
Oh Lord,
and bury it somewhere. So
Why
that's
she
what I
couldn't
mean.
just get a consent form before they started?
Nah, nah.
Need that consent
Nah.
form, put that in my file
So
cabinet.
that's an example of things going too far.
Consent form in the file cabinet.
No matter, and I think the brothel thing that they had going on was illegal. It ended up shutting down.
Oh, it was illegal.
So
That's
it was one of them illegal brothel type situations.
okay.
Yeah.
So he would obviously come to her on a regular basis to have this type of treatment. But
Yeah.
this particular time, she went a little too long, or maybe his body just didn't.
No, she didn't go too long. He had that goddamn thing on too long.
Well, she went out.
He shouldn't have put it on.
Right. She didn't want him to use. She didn't want him to use it in the first place. She
He
was like,
shouldn't have
no,
put it on. Yeah.
She didn't want to miss out on that money, so she was like, "Here, you can use the mask. I'm gonna go over here real quick. I'll be back in 20 minutes." She comes back. He's dead. So, that's what I mean. Things can't go too far, and people, and I think that situation is based on a real story. It's based on a true story.
Oh, it's happening. It happened
I
a lot of times.
I thought Pose was around a bunch of different stories.
It takes place in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. But I thought it was like based around true stories.
But it is. The whole thing is based on the different episodes are based on true story.
And what does that come on? Is it on Netflix or?
It's on Prime, right?
I believe it. You can Google it, but it was on FX at one point.
FX is Hulu.
Yeah, I believe it's on Hulu now.
Well, that's what.
If it's FX, it's Hulu.
Okay,
Poise.
it's on
Okay.
Hulu now.
I'm gonna have to.
Pose.
I've never watched that.
It's good. It breaks down what went down in the trans community during the AIDS epidemic when it first started.
Is
And
it a documentary or is
no,
it little?
it's
It's a
Docu
series.
cinema. It's
it's a
docu cinema.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Docu cinema is
It's
a
like Power.
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's based, the reason I say it's a docu cinema because it's
Mhm.
based on documented true stories.
That's true.
Yeah.
The
Because they
names are changed.
even,
The names are
huh?
changed up.
Yeah. Because, you know, it goes back to where the big riot started in New York.
Oh,
The
okay.
they
Yeah.
well in the because the person was interviewed. I forgot the name of it, but it was a bar out there. It's a name of a time, and
I should
the
know it, but
community actually got into it with the police. They went after the police because
hmm
the police was making all these raids. It's a big thing. I can't think of the name now. When you hear the name, you'll know it. And then the aid where he's talking about from the time that they taking place, they documenting the different events that took place through that through that period and these
right.
different characters because it's and they took the difference in the transgender
hmm
and the was well it's a later talk because it was I can't remember the thing because the later talk is actually homosexuals don't call themselves are different than I forgot what it was because it was a big because it's a part in San Francisco that they call the homo district.
Mm-hmm.
That's over there in Coal Valley. And they try to say that they're different than those who are down there on Castro or whatever. Put it
Okay.
that way. Yeah,
Okay.
and then the transgenders. So when you look at the history, they actually stake claim to the rainbow flag and says that the gays are not supposed to have it. It's actually a transgender flag was at first. And then they
Oh.
ended up substituting, I think it's pink and black or something like that, or
Yeah.
whatever. A little so, but they claim it's a it's a whole. But when you trip off of it, you got to look at these things with an open mind. When you trip
Mhm.
off of it and see that just see how the community functions, how it's just not, oh, we're just out here doing, no, their community is actually
Mm-hmm.
functioning and organized and functioning and stating claim to what is
Mhm.
acceptable and what is not acceptable and things of this nature. And I'm just like, I was really blown away.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
very interesting. We've been all over the map
Yeah,
tonight.
we all over the map today.
We got some good juicy stuff in here for us. I mean,
Yeah, but that was some cringe
and
stuff on that end, though.
yes, Lord, being the one stirred up
Actually
this little
cringe.
situation and it kind of went left, and I had to throw in the little, talking about
I'll
the
be it. How he went left with it when he
yeah,
talked
the
about the
slap.
mask and the dungeon and all. Yeah,
That's
Oh
why
no,
I
because
had
I
to go
know
all
there
about
that
with
is
the
Cole
it
when
slapping
he said
exists.
that.
and pulling hair
Huh?
and all that.
It exists though. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
Yeah,
it's a
do.
trip.
it does.
But I just don't say how do you play with death and love at the same time, if we gonna put it that way.
Well, some
Yeah.
equate certain types of pain or suffering or uh,
Look here.
stuff like that. It's a turn on to them.
Okay.
It's a thing that turns, and you have to be with somebody that's into that too.
I can't beat the hell
Someone
out
else
you with
would
my
you
clothes
like
on.
you say, you would tell her to walk down the street and go get choked by somebody. I mean, some
Yeah,
people is
but you
like, look,
you beating
I ain't
their
doing
ass in
I,
love.
I
You're
think
not
the
beating it
term
because
No.
you're mad. You're beating it in love.
I think the term for it is called masochist, and the
Yeah.
act
Sadomasochism.
There you
masochism.
go.
Yeah,
See,
that's what yeah.
you want me to take off my clothes and beat the mess out you,
It's like how
masochist.
and
people how
then you want to have that? No, look it.
But
it's like
that's
how
on the same level as data matrix or whatever you
Uh
call it,
uh
right? Because they like
Dominatrix. It's
dominatrix.
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 They
Yep.
like to beat and whoop and do all these things, but that's
No, people come to them for that. That's
Yeah,
the
because there's
surgeons.
They're
So you're
submissive.
the dominate. You're the
Some
one that's
people
giving
are
the.
submissive, so they go
Yeah.
after dominatrix.
So
Yeah.
that's not the same as
That's where the
what
simp
JJ
came
is
from. That's
saying.
where the simp comes from. The
See,
gimps and the simps come from that world.
somebody to the death.
The gimp, you know what the gimp is? That's the dude they put in the box sometime
Quit.
and pull him out.
Tim, quit. I
The
hear
What?
you.
gimp and the
Quit.
simp.
Stop it. We hear you.
No, I'm saying that's crazy to take somebody to near death
Oh my
and
God.
stuff like that. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I just
'Cause, you know,
mm,
whether you call yourself an expert or not, there's going to be a point where you could take things too far and end up having
yeah.
somebody in the hospital. So it's just better to just not even go that far with it. You know, like the spanking and
They
stuff
take
like
their
that.
life though. People lose their life to that, man. It
Yeah.
happens commonly. It's not something that don't happen. It happens a lot.
There's people who like to, you know, choke themselves. They hang themselves while
Yeah.
pleasuring
Mhm.
themselves.
Put
There's people that like that.
loose around their neck and
Yeah,
lean.
and it's like,
And Garrett, and she got upset at my tropical excursion at the brothel joke with the tropical storm and the coconuts
Who got
and the
upset?
thunder.
Who got upset? The one that you
It's-
slapped?
No, when I talk about the tropical storm excursion, the guy wanted the sex excursion with the coconuts and the
Oh my
and the
God.
thunder and the rain.
You know what? You guys have been off the hook, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I can't even bring up another question because y'all done took it all the way around the block down the street, and we are almost at our time, you guys. So we're gonna cut it right here.
Yeah.
And I must say, you guys have been the bomb tonight. The bomb. We're gonna be back here next Sunday, which is the 30th.
The bomb drinks.
Yes, we're gonna be here next Sunday the 30th. I think I may do a 7:30. If I decide to switch that, I'll let you guys know, but I really think 7:30 is gonna work for me on that day. So I want to thank everyone. If there's nothing else you guys want to throw in there, say, or whatever. JJ, I don't know what happened to you. You got off the screen.
I'm right
Oh,
here.
JJ right there.
I'm right here.
Oh, well, I
JJ,
don't see. Oh,
Ben,
there you
Garrett.
go. Yeah, I had the. I'm sorry, I had the
Switch
calendar.
around because I don't see Gareth, but he's still here.
If
He
there's
right
anything
there. I
else
see him.
you guys would like
Everybody right
to
there.
say, if there's anything else you'd like to bring to the closing statements, I'm giving you an opportunity to do so. If not, we're gonna say goodbye.
I like to send a shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
said
fellow
said enough.
Change.
Okay, come on.
No.
Come on.
Let me send a shout out. I like to send a shout out to Color of Change for coming to the Oakland today and having a children's carnival for the Bay Area. I appreciate them. You know, they're a nationwide organization. And they came here and did it big in Oakland. Shout out to Color of Change.
Nice. That was nice. So you had a good time?
Oh yeah, we had a wonderful time. I volunteered too, so I was able to help the little kids for a while. It was cool.
Oh, that was nice. How was the weather?
Cool.
Was the weather pretty cool?
Oh yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
complain.
Mm.
Got a little sweater and stuff. They gave us a little orange sweater.
Where was y'all at?
Liberation Park.
Okay.
See, can you see the let's see if they'll let you see that.
No.
Like
No.
bring it up to the camera.
No, I won't show you.
Blur
There you go.
Yes,
Hold it
sir.
right there. No, back up. Back up a little.
Nope, it's
Easy.
tripping.
Linking
Nope.
up.
I'll come in.
No, but
Easy.
it say Black history is U.S. history on the black. Color change.
Mhm.
You know, and then they say Children's Carnival. Color of Change is Children's Carnival. They gave us sweaters and stuff for being a part of it, but it was really cool. Send a shout out to them. Thanks.
Nice. Okay, color change. Big shout out. Wonderful. Keep helping and bringing it to the community. I am just wow. JJ, you been all right out there on your part of the world?
Absolutely. It's about to snow soon.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I ain't coming down there no time soon. So I gotta get it before it get too hot. And when it ain't
You
no
muted,
snow.
Garrett. Garrett, you move it. You muted.
Because he watching a movie or something.
Oh, I thought he was trying to say something.
Oh, Gareth, we can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Garrett,
can't
you
hear
muted. Unmute your phone.
Yeah, unmute your microphone.
Your mic.
He's still muted. You're
Yeah,
muted.
he trying to fix it.
Okay, we can hear you now. I
Yep.
can hear you now.
I want to name. I'm late. I'm late.
You went where?
I'm late.
To the lake.
You went to the Lake Merritt?
Come here. No. Yeah, no. Yeah.
In Oakland?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
No. Oh, no.
I think I saw
Hi,
you.
Donna.
Hi, where you guys go? He's trying to tell us.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. He was late getting on.
Where?
Oh,
He
he
was
was late.
getting
he
on.
was late coming on the show.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
you and me both.
No, I was trying to ask him, did he want to say anything else before we got off the show tonight? Is he all right? Everything good? Okay, well, we glad to have you, whether you late or not. Just come on in when you could come on in. You know how we do. Because Ben had just got on too, so he.
Yeah, I didn't get in until 8 something. I couldn't finish until I cleaned up.
So it's all good. I appreciate you guys, and this is what we do every Sunday for some table talk. Today has been a fire, excellent show. We had some great topics. You guys brought it. You said it in the way that it needed to be said, and woo, you said a little too much, some of y'all. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna watch this again and again and again. I can't take nothing out. We gotta leave it all in. So.
Let's get data.
Until we see you guys next week. Thank